Guys, welcome to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Friday, or just BH Fridays. This is Ryan. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here all week. We had a great week of shows. Let me get all this business crap out of the way like I do, because I'm fuming right now about a couple of things. Also, this should be on YouTube. I've recorded the last couple. I think they're going to be going up. So keep checking back in to the YouTube. It's So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey on YouTube. Just go smash that subscribe button. So we had, wasn't that crazy yesterday with the mom talk with that's wild. Anna came on from TikTok and she was awesome. And she's 21 years old. And I just find it interesting. I'm like, man, wait till she's my age. Like, if she's this plugged in right now, I mean, I'm exhausted with being plugged in. And it seems like, I mean, these kids can lap me. Like, it's wild. You guys know what I'm talking about. So we had the mom talk, the Kardashian recap, which, listen, I think the Kardashian recaps are some of my best work. Also, I love that I say something stupid on there like yesterday. So I woke up to one of my friends DMing me and she goes, food closet. I forgot that the name was pantry, like Chloe's. I called it a food closet, which, by the way, food closet, when you really think about it, is probably the better word because it's a closet where you put food. In fact, you should call it like a food suite over the Kardashians because it's so huge. But you don't even have to like or watch the Kardashians. I think those recaps I just think they're great. I'm the least cocky person, and I will tell you I'm horrible until Kingdom Come. But I really genuinely like the Kardashian recaps. We had that. We had Taylor Armstrong this week, plus another hour of me just going off about other Bravo shows. On Monday, we had the pop culture roundup. We had a solid week of shows, and we're ending it with Beverly Hills. A couple of announcements. I'm going to be on my buddy Kendrick Tucker's podcast. I think he's releasing that on Saturday, or he said Monday. His podcast is called Reality and Comics 2, and he's awesome. And we talk like Dubai, Beverly Hills. I realize this, I'm filming this for YouTube, and you can see me fighting my own indigestion. So that's a plus to go over to YouTube when you're like, oh, you're like, I need to see Ryan fight indigestion. What does that look like? So I was on Kendrick's and we talk about a lot of fun stuff. Plus he lets me geek out about Batman and like comic books because his podcast is kind of a cool blend of both. So it hits that geek sweet spot for me very well. Did I scrap? I have like what is this? Like a burn? I'm falling apart, you guys. I have not left this house, I think, in 2 or 3 days. It is all blended. Like everything this week. Are you ever like this where you think everything is going to be so much quicker than it ever is? Like everything has taken hours longer than I thought it would take. And that's unacceptable. I mean, I have not literally gone out of the house it's just all blends. Anyways, we're going to do this. We're going to have fun. We're going to yell. We're going to scream. We're going to yell together at Erica Jane. What a horrible, horrible monster. I feel like, wow, like for a monster like that to get more monsterific is wild. Even she lost Rinna this week. Rinna was like, yeah, I don't know. Erica, you should, like you could see she was like, I don't know. We'll get into all of that. How are you guys? Are you guys good? Okay, finish with the plugs, Ryan. If you like these shows, all the work that gets put into it with the whole crew, Maritza, Sandra, give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. You can leave reviews on both. They really do help. Thank you guys for putting up with all my Splendid Spoon advertisement work this week. I appreciate it. And even more appreciate it for anybody that signed up. It really does help when you at least visit the website of the sponsors. Listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm in disorganized mess. I tell you this all the time, but you wouldn't even believe how bad it is. Like there are so many just pockets of my life that I just ignore completely and keep my head down and just try to get these out. And like, this is the one thing that I can do. Everything else, complete shambles. But that's good. At least I have one thing. That's something to build on. But I was just laughing because it's like, I don't even really know how all the commercial stuff works. I just want to do good for them. It's very dark. And at this point, at this age, I'm like, do I even bother to like, at this point, am I just locked in? This is who I'm going to be for the rest of my, like, I'm not, I just got to lock into this. This is just who I am. And I just have to accept it. Do I even try to improve on anything, or do I let everything just keep stacking up? And eventually I'll just die. That'll just be it. And I don't have to worry about any of it. But then I was just thinking about my poor parents or something having to go through all the shit I did not take care of. It's like, oh my God, Ryan, you didn't open this? Wow, I got to stop. I think I might be close to a breakdown on the actual show. So reviews, that's what I was saying. Reviews, awesome. Patreon, hey baddies. I have 2 episodes coming to Patreon tomorrow. We had a 2-hour or an hour and a half episode with Maritza Lopez at the beginning of the week. We call it shooting the shit because that's what we just do, shoot the shit. And it's always tons of fun. Also on Maritza, if you have a podcast out there listening and you're looking to go to YouTube, contact Maritza.gif on Instagram, or contact me and we'll put you in touch with her, because she wants to be doing more stuff like that. So I said I would mention it on the show because she is the best of the best, and we're working on, I mean, we're still figuring our YouTube stuff out, but I don't think anybody can argue the graphics and stuff like that are just really exceptional, and I'm very excited to grow that. Oh, guys, you can't see it listening, but if you watch it on YouTube, you'll just see I went, ugh, I just made a funny face. Okay. I know I'm forgetting something, but that's fine. I'm just gonna let it. This is not we call these loose podcasts. They're loose, you guys. There's a couple of things that really enraged me this week, and some of it involves Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but then some of it involves our good friend Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, Jada Pinkett Smith came out a couple days ago on her show Red Table Talk. I swear to God, the color red has just been ruined for me. The only thing that's not ruined for me are these red Tom Girardi underpants. This is for the YouTubers. I can somehow these are the Tom Girardi underpants that he bought from Agent Provocateur. See, the tag's still on it, and he bought these, and supposedly they're not for Erica. It's not Erica's size, and I'll tell you this for damn sure, it's not my size, because I can't even fit one leg in these things. I have tried. That's when I'm going, you know what? That's it. That's the goal I need to diet down so I can fit into these Tom Girardi lady undies. But anyways, these undies are red. The Red Table Talk is red. Like, all bad things now are associated with red. I'm going to take these off my head now. So she went on Red Table Talk and she made her first comments about the Will Smith Chris Rock scandal. Do you want to hear it? Okay, I'm going to play it and we'll come back and we'll dissect.
Really important Red Table Talk on alopecia. Considering what I've been through with my own health and what happened at the Oscars, thousands have reached out to me with their stories. I'm using this moment to give our alopecia family an opportunity to talk about what it's like to have this condition and to inform people about what alopecia actually is. Now, about Oscar night, my deepest hope is that these 2 intelligent, capable men have an opportunity to heal, talk this out, and reconcile. The state of the world today, we need them both. And we all actually need one another more than ever. Until then, Will and I are continuing to do what we have done for the last 28 years, and that's keep figuring out this thing called life together. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Oh my God. First off, you guys are like, oh, that's nice. No, I'm sorry. I'm enraged. Jada Pinkett Smith. I went from liking Jada Pinkett Smith to really dislike. Jada's got bigger balls than Will Smith and Chris Rock together. How do you go on your show? I think it's like a Facebook Live show. First off, she's just trying to get views over there. That's like, let's do it, instead of doing an actual just interview sticking up for my husband, which, by the way, Will Smith, completely idiotic move. Will Smith got assaulted on a national stage, which now this is part of Chris Rock's story for the rest of his life. Made a bad G.I. Jane joke because Jada is bald, supposedly from alopecia. And this is what happens. Now he's going to be talked about as somebody that got slapped by Will Smith right before Will Smith won the Oscar for best actor. But in this, she's like, these two intelligent, capable men, hopefully they can come together. Like, no, Will Smith needs to go to Chris Rock and just apologize. There's nothing else. There is nothing else that happens. And I'll tell you more, Jada. I'll go even a step farther. You need to apologize. And you know what? I would actually say, I hope you've done some soul searching and say, wow, what is it about me? Or how do I make my husband feel that he feels that this was ever appropriate on the biggest night of his life? Because remember, for an actor, winning the Best Actor Oscar is the pinnacle. I mean, we might laugh at it or something, or people, but for an actor, that is the pinnacle. And then she gets to be like pious. Like the word is pious. She gets to sit there just like, I know all of the answers, but hopefully Chris Rock and Will Smith, someday they'll get answers too, but they're not as enlightened as me, Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, everything. It's just ridiculous. And Will Smith, again, idiotic. He acted alone, but he acted on behalf of his wife. And once again, I always feel like Jada Pinkett Smith just leaves Will out to dry, like just leaves Will out to die. Like, I sincerely believe Jada Pinkett Smith hates Will Smith. I sincerely believe that she thinks Will Smith's a goof. She's like, he's a loser. Like, I have a feeling she badmouths him to everybody. I just have that. Do you ever get that feeling? But also then to go on and like, it's my problem with anybody. It's my problem with me. Like, I tell you, my life is falling apart. So don't listen to advice from me. Thank God this is about reality shows. Thank God this isn't a me tell you how to live your life show, which she'll go on there and say, like, I'm giving important information to the women out there. I'm helping the women. I'm like, yo, help your family. Help your family. It's wild. And I know it just makes me so mad. I had to talk about this. Because it's, Will Smith is like, he seems like he's on a world tour traveling to foreign countries and meeting with like shamans and meditation gurus. And you hear him on that Letterman interview a couple of weeks ago saying he has to take ayahuasca trips. Like, Will Smith seems like he needs his family now more than ever. And Jada's like, I hope these two men who I don't know very well will someday meet and, work things out. It has nothing to do with me. Anywho, back to the red table. Like, red table, isn't it supposed to like work on people's issues? Not just like go, I hope they figure it out because the world needs them now more than ever. No, Jada, I hate to break it to you. The world does not need Will Smith and Chris Rock. Like, they're great additions, just like we're all great additions. The world needs so much, but I never am like, you know what the world needs the most? I gotta go Will Smith. Maybe back in Independence Day during that movie, maybe during like beginning of Bad Boys, I needed Will Smith. But Will Smith's awesome. But like, I have too many things going on in my life that I'm never like, oh God, I'm so busy. I need Will Smith. I need him. I need Chris Rock as well. I need these men to come together and work because she acts like they're superheroes, like they're going to come together and work on some kind of energy problem for the U.S. They're actors and a comedian. Like, it's cool. It's given me a lot of personal joy, but so does Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, and I'm never like, you know what? Erica Jane and Sutton need to come together for the good of the world. Fuck no. I do not give a rip. Like, are you? Anyways, I just realized I actually am too bad. I gotta chill. So before we get to the Beverly Hills recap, and I got a couple things to talk about in the world of Beverly Hills, because another goofy thing just broke up with that kid who I told you about earlier in the week, maybe on Monday's show, that said Lisa Rinna doxed him and he was going to sue Lisa Rinna. Well, this guys, I told you this on Monday. Like, I hate to, like, listen, I used to think I was wrong about everything, not on this show, but just in life. But then the show happened, and it turns out like I'm usually right about these things. And what did I say on Monday? That I don't, something's weird here. This kid, it's a weird story. It doesn't make sense. And I didn't really feel comfortable highlighting it. And it was one of those things like I wouldn't reach out to him because I didn't trust him to begin with. Like I thought like, okay, yeah, Lisa Rinna's a goof and I could see her doxing somebody and all that. But also this kid, I think his name is Patrick, was the one that texted her and started the whole thing. Like like he started that, he poked the bear. And so I guess I'll get into it right now then. So this is wild. So this guy posts a picture, I think maybe yesterday, saying he's at the lawyers. There's a picture of him and two lawyers distanced out because of social distancing. And he's like, I'm meeting to sue Lisa Rinna. I am here to sue Lisa Rinna, which is just so weird because in my head, I'm like, wait a sec. She did reveal your phone number, but then you revealed her phone number. Like, doesn't the case kind of just get thrown out? Like who and which lawyers are taking this on? And his story was always so weird. And then it was like he was doing a show called Real House Husbands and went to Rinna for advice. But then there was a rumor he was Kathy Hilton's executive assistant. And all of this, it just seemed like too much. And you guys know I really don't dig conspiracy theories. I don't dig this. And we live in this kind of society, this culture where this is the shit that gets the most attention. Like this is the stuff, whether it be Demois, whether it be any kind of celebrity blind, though, like Bravo and Cockturleys. These are the things that are the most exciting to the audience. These are the things that we're drawn to, like myself included. These are really exciting things. But also, if you study this stuff enough, you kind of like my bullshit meter just went off immediately. I was like, something is not adding up. But like anything, you'll find out if you wait long enough. But something, he was coming out with something every day, and then the lawyer thing happened, and I was like, this is kind of getting stupid. Like this is genuinely getting stupid. And you're just making Rinna do things like post photos of her oiled up boobs, which, by the way, like I said earlier this week, if you didn't listen, I was growing as a human. Lisa has nice boobs, and that's kind of me. You guys know I do not like Lisa Rinna. I am not a Lisa Rinna fan, but I did say she had nice boobs, and you're welcome. I'm growing as a person. So anyways, then this guy I get tagged in something from my buddy Moose where he did an interview. And on a podcast called sorry, I need the notes. Little no, I got it. Wait, sorry. Blonde Hair Black Heart. He did an interview with this show, and I didn't get to listen to it, but I think he just kind of walked through all of this stuff. And then I'm on Instagram, as I always am, or just it's a really great time waster. And I see this what's the account? Your Moms Are Watching, this account, who is has a Bravo meme account like we all do. And she posts, this is her first slide. I think it's her. Yeah. I have tea. I just DM'd with this guy, Patrick, the kid that sent Rinna a text last weekend threatening her. Rinna then posted the text and the kid posted Rinna's number and it became a big thing. Well, he just admitted to me Kathy Hilton paid him to do this. I'll post the DMs on the next slide. Turns out he made everything up just to divert focus from the fact that Lisa was calling out Kathy for the slurs she made in Aspen. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'll go to the second slide. The second slide is, she says, I know this Rinna mess is big, but I'm trying to grow my site and I can't help but think maybe someone put you up to exposing Rinna. If they did, Kathy Hilton is my guess. That would be a huge story and I could help you get it out there. Did someone pressure you or coax you to get into it with her? I'm so curious about this whole thing. Thank you for taking the time to respond to me if you can. He responds, he says, all I can say is this. I work with someone that is on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and there is a bigger picture. A seed was planted in the media by an individual who isn't too fond of Lisa. That's why I plopped out of the sky to carry out what was planned. We predicted exactly what Lisa would do, and she took the bait faster than anticipated. And this account writes back, "Oh my God, I'm dying." And then writes back, "I mean, she is predictable, LOL." He writes, "That's why people can't anything. That's why people can't, I think that's why people can't anything on me, because there isn't anything defined." And this account writes, "But who planted the seed? Who planted the seed? It's so important, though, to know who is behind this. I need to know. I would never say you told me. I can trace it myself. My guess is Kathy." And he goes, "A member. There is no new show. There is no lawsuit. We needed to pull attention away from what is going on." And then the account writes, "So you work for Kathy. I'm literally passing out right now. How can we spin this so you're the hero and Kathy goes down? Or is she your friend?" This person writes, "I'm a 1099 employee for a high profile individual. My expertise is in marketing." And this account writes, "You're a plant from Kathy? This is insane to me. She just wanted Rinna to go down for talking about her slurs in Aspen." The account Patrick writes, "It's honestly turned out more chaotic than originally anticipated." And she writes, "I'm sure it did, but good for you for capitalizing on it." This is so crazy. And then he writes, "Part of the job." And then she writes, "Okay, so do you want to expose Kathy? If you don't, I totally understand. It's your bread and butter. How much is she paying you to take down Rinna? I'll double it. Ha ha, JK, I'm not rich." And then this person writes, "This was a specific assignment, and now that it's done, I'm a free agent. However, I have signed an NDA." And then this account writes, "Oh, okay. I've signed 10 million NDAs and I violate them every day." And then he writes, "You can do what you want with the information provided before it gets out." And then she writes, "Does her name rhyme with Milton?" He writes, "Yes." And then she writes, "Oh my God, you're going to be so famous from this. I'm dying right now. Like, you are a genius. Why did Milton want Rinna taken down? Just for talking about the slurs? But she had to know what was that was going to get out. Is there anything else you can tell me? If not, I totally understand." He writes, "I was given a job, one job, to pull attention away from my client. I did that. I was given a couple of specifics to make sure I hit in our marketing strategy. Scene." Okay. Okay. Exciting, right? Woo. Okay. So this kid, right? He works in PR. And what we now are to believe, or what he wants us to believe from this, is that he's been lying this whole time for his client, but now in a stranger's DM, he is now telling us the truth. We now have the real truth thanks to this Instagram DM to a random account he doesn't know. I don't know. Like, listen, I get things sent to, I get rumors every day. I get shit that would turn your hair white or turn my beard even whiter. And I don't post or tell because it turns out usually to not be true. And that's kind of not what I do. Um, like, I like to make fun of shit like this. To me, this is ridiculous. To me, it's like, yo, the real joy of these things is the show for me. Like, I like the show. I like the show behind the scenes too, which this is part of it. But come on, like, I feel like, I don't know this account. They seem very nice. But like, the glee of like, I need to take Kathy down first from this account of like, yo, what? Like, okay. Well, let's find out from the show first and let's see what, but also, I don't know. It's like, come on, like, why all of a sudden he's going to tell you, a stranger, when he did a podcast earlier, lying through his teeth, if this is to be believed, on top of doing all of these kind of stunts and pranks or whatever. Lisa was involved, Lisa isn't involved. It all just rang so false to me. And it rang like this kid wanted attention. Also, if you are in PR, wouldn't this make you the worst person ever in PR? Like, would you ever hire this person ever to handle anything of like, oh, so he distracted all this attention, but then in a random DM, he then decides to just let loose? Yeah, I won't tell you, but rhymes with Milton. Yeah, that's it. Wait, what? Come on. Like, this is the bullshit that I think is ruining not even just our favorite shows, but this country in general. Like, come on. You can't listen. I'm excited to hear more of this proof. I'm sure this guy is not going anywhere. He seems to really enjoy. Also, if you're in PR, remember it's your client that is the main focus and not you. What PR person, like my PR job is I'm an assassin, but I assassinate myself. He made himself the star of this guerrilla marketing campaign that supposedly they all went over. I mean, and this guy is so kind of bad about like going over like people's secrets and stuff that he was 1099 for, which that would be awesome if he provides that 1099. That we're to believe he wouldn't have even recorded that conversation with Kathy. I mean, he seems like he protects himself very well. He seems like he's thought about this from all angles. So I'm sure he has more evidence if this is genuinely the case. But also, let's say this is all true. Let's say he is now telling the complete truth. Wouldn't Kathy be like, whoa, big mistake for going with this unknown kid on a marketing strategy against Lisa Rinna because I said something in Aspen? Like, I've always said, I'm sure Kathy says a lot of wacky shit. I don't think Kathy's like an angel. I don't think any of them are. I don't think Sutton is. Definitely no Erica Jane isn't. Don't think Rinna is. I don't think anyone is perfect. The fact that they want to be on these shows in the first place already says you suspect. You suspect. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but this, it just kind of like, I was like, oh no, this is supposed to be exciting. And to me, it just gave me this really weird, empty feeling. And that's kind of why I didn't, you can even hear this week when I did the news story originally, I was like, I don't know. It's like you see enough of this shit where you start, it's like the Matrix where you start seeing through it. You're like, okay, this guy seems to really get off on him being a part of this. And that's just not that much of a PR strategy. It's a PR strategy for him to want to get attention, but he's now lied to a bunch of people. But now in this random accounts, you know, and this account does say even, I am trying to grow my account. I know this Rinna mess is big, but I am trying to grow my site. And I can't help but think maybe someone put you up. So listen, like, I get it. Everybody wants to do good. So the account is your moms are watching, go follow, go do whatever. You know, it seems like this person's going to try to do more stuff like this if that's your jam. And it's worked for a lot of people. So I'm sure it'll work for her for this account. I think it's like, you got to vet a little bit. Like there's just got to be a little bit of basic vetting instead of just assuming that this person is telling you the truth, to even if that's your tactic to try to get more information. I just feel like I used to, you know, like even if I saw like a kind of a background character on a show, whether it be KB, the bodyguard from Real Housewives of Potomac, like I would reach out to these kind of smaller people that it made me laugh or made me, you know, try to contact them. But with this, I just left this guy alone immediately. There was no part of me that wanted to speak to him because it just seemed like just mess on top of mess. And if you look at really good PR, it's not a mess. It's just not. So I know it's really exciting. It's really fun to believe that this is all happening and that Kathy Hilton is now exposed, you guys. She is exposed in her 70th year or however long Kathy Hilton has been on this earth. She's all let it slide on one kid she accidentally went to instead of a real PR person. Come on. We're better than this. We're better than this. And if it is true, I'm sure he will provide more information. I don't know. I just think there's more exciting things to talk about that we can actually dig into and prove. But so far, like, you know, even Rinna now is kind of, I think, out of this. So, and you know, she loves to respond. So I think even there's like, okay, this is like, I think this guy just pulled a fast one on everybody and we're all talking about him. So it's just weird. I don't know. Like, I don't love this aspect of pop culture. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's exciting, but then it just kind of leaves you with like a emptiness. Like when you find out these things aren't true, you're like, ugh, but it's really exciting when they are. I do, I do have to admit. Oh my God, I'm dying. I just took a quick break and I went back. This account has gained 600 followers in the last 30 minutes because of this. I'm telling you, man, it's like sex sells like this. I should change my account to just rumors. Like, I just think I mean, you got to have a reliable narrator, though. We don't really seem to care about that anymore. You can just put out anything. Like, it truly is. I should do that as a test once of just make up something for the sake of trying to grow my account. I don't know. Well, I mean, good on you. Hmm. Well, we'll find out more. So that is interesting, and go check it out for yourself, you guys, and see what you think. Sorry, I have to plug my computer in. See what you think about all that. Sorry, now I'm going in and looking at the comments, and people are like, I get so disappointed in us sometimes, and I even myself I get disappointed. But like, I love people are like, this actually smells like Rinna. No, this smells like this dude is just being a weirdo. Like, it does. I'm sorry. I mean, it would be like I said, it's exciting to think that Rinna could be this could be a double cross on double cross on double cross. But the thing is, if I was Rinna and I was like, you gotta make it look like Kathy did it. I would also then say to this person, if I was Rinna, you can never fucking say anything to any account. Like, you're just gonna let it all, you're gonna bury the lead in an Instagram DM of a person you don't know. To me, that would just be unprofessional. And then I feel bad for Rinna or Kathy if this is true, who paid this dude money and this dude just is not good at his job. And like the fact that you have to keep your mouth shut for doing this kind of work, I would imagine, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm obviously the dumb one. I feel like a dinosaur right now. I gotta just pack it in. This is just crazy. Okay. Real Housewives of Dubai. I want to talk about this briefly. It is really worth your time, you guys. The first episode, it left me, it was like an hour and 15-minute episode. It was great. They set up really good characters. They set up Dubai as the backdrop. Dubai was started in 1966, or in 1966 it was just sand dunes, and now in 2022 there's high rises. Most of the people are from different countries. Only 12% of people living in Dubai are from the local population. The rest are expats. And this is the new Middle East of the new world, we're told. And you have this amazing cast of characters, Ayan, Sarah, Caroline. You have two Carolines, Caroline Stansberry and Caroline Brooks. You got Lisa, you got Nina. Beautiful cast, luxurious cast. You got camel. When you get camels in something, I'm like, I'm in. Camels, I'm in. I love camels. Are you camels? We get to see are you shitting me? We get to see a show every week with camels. Count me in. But this Ion is a supermodel and is just a trip. Like, one of the characters that's like the housewife archetype that is so full of themselves, of like, haha, I am the best. I am the most beautiful. It is me, Ion. She is Somalian, Ugandan. She speaks in 4 different languages, and she tells us in 4 different languages how fabulous and a badass bitch she is, which is just amazing. There's a lot of money on the screen, and it really shows. And another interesting point of this, not just in the talking heads where you see an actual person coming in to fluff out Ion's dress, but I noticed in the music, on like Beverly Hills, you get like with with Dubai, you get little lyrics. They're actually going into the Selling Sunset Kardashian territory, where it's like, I'm gonna party with you, I'm gonna party with it. Like, there's little lyrics in the background, and that's really a big step for Housewives, because usually you just get incidental music. So very exciting. Caroline Stansberry, who you know from Ladies of London, beautiful blonde-haired lady who is now remarried to this 27-year-old named Sergio. And we meet them in bed, or I mean, like, I wasn't just sneaking into bed. We see it on camera, and Caroline lets us know, oh, dog peed in our bed, and they don't seem concerned that their dog keeps peeing in the bed. Instead, they order like a protein shake from a housekeeper. And this is interesting. Like she's like, "Hello, Victoria, I'd like 2 of those PB&J smoothies with collagen, please." Like everybody's ordering drinks on phones. Kyle does that in this episode of Beverly Hills at La Quinta, and she's in a house. She's not even a fucking apartment. Like, who are you calling? They're like, she was like, okay, it'll be here in 5 to 10 minutes. Like, who are you, Kyle? Who are you calling? Who is the magic? Who's the magic alcohol fairy during the day in La Quinta? Like, you should have vodka and all that stuff and champagne at the house. So who are you calling that said I'll bring it over in 10 minutes? Wild. Rich people are wild, you guys. So Sergio, the relationship, Caroline got divorced, has 2 kids. We saw all that stuff on Ladies of London, not the divorce, but we saw her relationship. And so this is a whole new thing. Like she is madly in love with this guy, even though 2 of the other cast members in a talking head says this is just a for-show relationship. They're not as sex fiendish as they come off on Instagram, which I'm like, I'm always down for people spreading rumors about a fake relationship on a show, not in DMs, on a show, you guys. So they just got married 3 days ago when this show aired, Caroline and Sergio, but they couldn't get married in Dubai because if you're divorced, she is Jewish, he is Catholic. All of these things came together where you could not legally get married in Dubai. So they had to go to a separate place, get married. And now they're going to do a separate service or something in Dubai, which is coming up in an episode pretty soon, I think. But this episode, we get to see the hen party, which the hen party is kind of the bachelorette party. But the crazy thing is, Sergio doesn't want a bachelor party. He's invited to the hen party. What? So just, no. I want to be with Caroline. Like he seems super nice. I don't know Sergio. I don't follow them on Instagram. Seems really nice, but also a little weird that you can't let Caroline go have her hen party. I feel uncomfortable just saying hen party. That just seems, I'd rather say bachelorette party. And it's funny when they do have the bachelorette party on this yacht, you guys, you can't do, she's like, at normal, you'd have a stripper and you'd have like penis straws, which we know very well from these shows, but they can't do that. So they were playing games like tying a hot dog around a lady's waist, and then you had to try to fit it into a Coke bottle, which I think, and kick the kids out of the car, you guys, by the way, when I say this, what I think that is, that game, it's called Hot Dog in a Bottle, but what it really is, I think, is it's a joke on trying to jam a dick into a vagina. Okay, how many people just turned the show off right there? How many people just said no? So it's like they're doing all these games. They're trying to be like subtle about it, but it's even weirder. I'm like, now I'm just grossed out. Now you're trying to jam a hot dog in a Coke bottle, which, by the way, now that I'm thinking about it, I should actually try to play that game. And Sergio's like, she's like, Sergio, it's like you and me every night. He's like, no fair, Caroline. It's not me, blah, blah, blah. So it's just, I can't say enough good things about a first episode, but I think it is worth your time. All of these ladies, I'm really excited. Also, I told you about this the other night, but Lisa, one of the characters, we get to meet her in her pool with her 2 boys, and they have an ice delivery as a treat to her boys because the temperature is 103. It can get up to 120 in Dubai. And so everything is a phone call away, though, and they spent $1,200 on an ice delivery. $1,200 on an ice delivery because she likes to spoil her kids. And I'm like, I still have one. Like I have 2 ice trays where you crack it and you never can get some of the ice out and you're just slamming it, trying to get it out. And these people are spending $1,200 on ice. Like I was like, what? Like just me, 1,200. Like I'll charge you 300. I'll just come over with my 2 trays and just plink it into the pool. But I love that kind of luxury. It's kind of fun because right now, at least first episode, I don't gotta worry about Erica Jane. I don't gotta worry. All these ladies seem well off. That first episode where everything, it's like the first part of a relationship when you get in it and everything's perfect. You guys are both perfect. You're showing your best selves. And you're like, oh my God, this is so amazing, so glamorous. Oh, it's so romantic. That's where I'm at with this show. Cause like I don't like all in my head, none of these people need money. Like they're all well taken care of. Nobody to my knowledge has stolen from orphans and widows or bilked grandmas on a phone scheme like allegedly Jen Shaw did. It's just plain up cattiness. The whole like fight towards the end of this at a dinner is that Ayanna did not get invited to Caroline's hen party. And so they fight about this. It's just good old fashioned Housewives, but glossier, more glamorous, more quickly edited. Production really went out of their way. So I think this is a show to really support. It got like a 0.8, which is good for a new show. In comparison, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this week got like a 1.3, which is really good. This was their season high Beverly Hills episode last night, which is huge for them. So Beverly Hills posted a growth in the week to week. We'll see on the second week with Dubai in terms of ratings what it does. Usually you get a dip in the second week and then you get up on the third week. So it's going to really, these next couple of episodes for Dubai are going to be real big. But I don't know. I think this is really one to watch, you guys. And let me know if you want me to keep talking about it. Not right now. You can't do that because you're not here. But in the future on this show, I was thinking about doing like a little mini recap, a little bit more intense than what I just did, but not like a full episode, and maybe putting it with, I don't know. There's it's another. Can somebody just come? Just like I said, just come live with me, run my life. You can tell me it's time to record. You sit me down, you dress me, you shower me. You don't have to wipe me. I'm a big boy. Everything else you got to do though. Okay. One more thing I oh, I'm a mess. Barely hanging on by a thread, folks. I was just checking my phone. This is so they're filming the MTV movie and TV awards tonight, and I believe it'll air on Sunday on MTV. And this is jam packed with reality stars. And I just saw the whole entire cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills take the stage together. Even Kathy Hilton, even Rinna. Erica looks like a giant big pink mess, and she like put herself in the middle, and she like the real quick clip. I think it was Teddy Mellencamp's. Somebody sent me. She's like standing. She's like, I am stepping into. I'm stepping into my power. It's me, Erica Jane. And also Freddie Mellencamp. I don't know if you guys know that actually is the daughter of John Mellencamp, the singer. And Freddie leaked I guess they show a clip of Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip where Taylor Armstrong wigs out on Brandi Glanville, and it looks amazing. But Teddy posted it in her Instagram stories. And it's like that, man, posting something before Bravo, like before it actually gets to the public, like that's a Bravo no. Freddie Mellencamp can you be thirstier? Can you say, I want to be involved in this so much? Like to me, that is just so wild. And then I just know she was probably like, when the whole Beverly Hills cast took the stage, it's great. No, I'm good. I'm good here. No. I love it. I love it down here. Anyways, would you like rolls? Would you like a water? She's in this little bit. She's serving tables. So I'm excited to watch that on Sunday. I think that'll be great. It's heavily like there's like best couple, which I know Ariana and Tom are up for, which I mean, that's just those kind of awards to me are silly. Like like I said, how do you be best couple? Like, how do you be best couple? And then like, if they don't win, are you not do you go home and you get into a fight with your partner? You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm on Shenanigans with Sheena Shea and our friend Janet Elizabeth. So please check that out. I'm curious what she kept in, what she edited out, but I think it went good. So I'm excited for it to be out. Okay. Oh, one. Okay. So this is great. Somebody sent me this week, and I really appreciate it. And I'm so sorry that I did not write down who sent this to me. Please let me know so I can give you a credit. But you guys know I'm obsessed with that Garth Brooks thing I did a couple weeks ago, where he's like, "It's me, Garth. Welcome to Facebook. I guess it's official. I'm on Facebook now." And like it was like a decade after Facebook had already existed. So it's he's just like, just gonna post raw stuff, slick stuff, and it's like, yo, you could just post stuff without even telling us. But it's like I love the thought of somebody of the self-importance, and for Garth will always get a pass because Garth is a legend and Garth can do whatever he wants. Like Garth, I truly respect, but it makes me laugh because, like I always say, it's like a housewife that watch What Happens Live. Like, why? Why are you're a part of this? You don't need to like try to be. It's like the Kardashians trying to be involved in everything. You don't have to do this. You're already a huge part of this, Garth. You do not need it's like, hey man, he's like, I gotta tell you, hey, it's old Garth. You guys remember me? Yeah, of course we do, Garth. You're omnipresent. You're with us forever. Well, anyways, if you forgot, I'm on Facebook now. Garth did it. In fact, I'm not going to even do music anymore. I'm just going to post. So this week, you guys, another legend. I'm told he's a legend. Actually, my ex loved this man. Loves it. I don't know if should I call my ex right? Hey, real quick, you're on live. Do you still love Derek Jeter? So Derek Jeter, you guys, made an announcement that he is now on a social media. Let's play Derek Jeter letting us know he is doing a new thing.
What's up, everyone? I'm about to start a busy summer, so I thought, hey, why not add a little more craziness and dive right in here. Now, what all will I be posting? I guess time will tell. But I am looking forward to sharing with you some of the projects I have on the way. I'm going to give you a taste of what makes Miami home. I'm going to highlight the really special work we're doing at the Turn 2 Foundation and more. But take it easy on me. I'm new to this.
I will not take it easy on you, Derek Jeter. So Derek, he's like, hey, y'all. It's like Garth. It's like, it doesn't have the twang, but it's like, hey, it's kind of like a, hey, bro, it's me, Derek. Like, I just love these people that don't need to do this, but somebody in their PR or something like, Derek, you got to. We need you to get on Instagram immediately. And I love that he's like, what am I gonna post? Well, I have no idea. It's like, wake up. Derek just posted a dick pic. I go, oh no, this has gone horribly wrong. Hey, y'all, it's me, Derek. I posted a shot of my butthole last night. I learned that you can't do that. My bad. I'm new to this. Take it easy on the old Derek. Take it easy on the old Jeet. Now, hey, you guys, turns out you can't post memes with my junk as a puppet. I didn't know. I'm new to this. Anyways, I'm a highlight Miami. I'm a highlight everything that I do. Like, this makes me never want to be rich. And at this point, it's never going to happen for me. So I do not have to worry. But the fact that you're rich and have to post videos like, what up, y'all? Hey, it's me, DJ. Anywho, I'm here. I have no idea what this is. I just got an app on my phone and I'm going to start up hosting. I am $100 million heir and I feel it necessary to share. I don't know. Like, I love that even with Garth was like, I'm going to post raw stuff, slick stuff, funny stuff, but most importantly, real stuff. Because that's just who I am. But Derek, it shows you like how much more, what a pro Garth is. Because Derek's like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to fucking post. I don't know. Stay tuned. Like, yo, like Garth had a plan, Derek. Like, this makes me respect Garth even more. And like Derek's out like in this, Derek, like Garth was in like a creepy hotel room, like crouched down. Derek's like out in public in the grass. He's like, hey, it's me, Derek, in nature. I bet you're wondering what I'm doing here. Me too. I'm so lonely, everybody. I don't like, just I need these videos need to be more produced. Like, I think we've got to find a better way, or we've got to lean. Like, I want then Derek to put on a Garth Brooks costume and go, I guess it's official. I'm on IG now. It's me, Derek Jeter. What are you gonna post, Derek? I'm a post funny stuff. I'm a post baseball stuff, but most importantly, I'm a post sexy stuff. And I love people that like I'm going to. He says I'm a. And by the way, I think that's you can attribute that directly to the Black Eyed Peas. I'm a be. I'm a be. I'm a be. I'm a be. Remember that? I don't even know what song. In fact, a lot of the Black Eyed Peas sound the same. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So I just wanted to post that Derek Jeter clip really quick. It really made my week. And if anybody has clips like that, if anybody has clips that they want me to see or talk about on the show, please send them to me. So bad it's good with Ryan Bailey at gmail.com. The DMs are dicey. If I'm on the phone when you're DMing, I'll see it. But if not, it keeps getting pushed down. And then I get really scared because I see like 10 messages. I don't need to explain. You guys get me. Should we do it? We're only 56 minutes in. Should we start the Beverly Hills recap? Have we done everything that we need to do? Okay. Everybody grab a drink, grab a cocktail, grab some food, whatever. I'm going to take a pause and then we're going to get right back to this. Okay. To me, this just keeps getting dumber and dumber. So since this little, I just been on my phone, I didn't actually even take a break. And now this gentleman has made his own post, you guys. And he says, hi, I'm such and such, such and such. You can find the post, a private marketing manager for some of the biggest celebrities in the world. My latest assignment was executed against Lisa Rinna, as I never reveal a client's personal information per my NDA agreement. My latest assignment was executed against Lisa Rinna. My latest marketing campaign was to draw, but he went TOO instead of TO, was to draw. He went TOO draw. Was my latest marketing campaign was to draw you away with my bad grammar. Believe, dude, I have horrible grammar too. I'm shocked I even caught that. My latest marketing campaign was to draw attention away from my client. That's exactly what I did. All narratives associated with my latest campaign are false. I was compensated $27,527.72 for my work. All media outlets and tabloids were planted by me. There is no lawsuit, no new reality show, and frankly, I've never met Lisa Rinna. And he misspells it RINA instead of RINNA. So this just came out, and guys, come on, man. Like, this guy, there's some screws loose, or, allegedly. It's, guys, am I the only one seeing this? This is ridiculous. This is flat out ridiculous. I once again want to point out, if he's a private marketing manager. Okay, if you're private, you're not private anymore, and you're horrible at your job. Just objectively speaking, you literally are bad at your job if this is truly your job. For some of the biggest celebrities in the world, not anymore. I mean, biggest celebrities in the world. Like, wait, what? My latest assignment was this isn't the CIA. My latest assignment was executed against, as I never reveal a client's personal information. Dude, you literally are the worst at your job. If you're true in any of this, you did a rhyming game in a DM. You did a rhyming game. You rhymes with Schmilton. Yes, that's the one. Come on. And then I was compensated $27,000, 27,000. He has like the specific sense. He's like, let me get my pay stub. Okay. First off, I'd love to know how you came to that arrangement. Did you pay taxes on that? That's another big thing I'd like to know. All narratives. So we're to believe he's works with the biggest stars in the world, you guys, but he has a loud mouth, and and then admits at the end, all of this was false. All that I did, no lawsuit, no new reality show. And frankly, I've never met Lisa Rinna. Are we all losing our damn minds? Can I point out that now we have went into slander, as Erica Jane says. This guy has now opened himself up to lawsuits from Kathy Hilton, from Lisa Rinna, from a lot of things. It seems like he's trying to cover his ass all of a sudden. This is so confusing. And I don't know. I hate to break it to everybody. I don't think Kathy Hilton or Rinna are involved. I think it's this dude. I mean, remember when he said he was on a show last week called The Real House Husbands and Rinna gave him, like, none of this truly adds up. But I know it's, like I said earlier, it's exciting to believe, but come on, we're a little better than this. And we'll find out more information, because now there's accusations upon accusations. It just kind of feels like he's wanting maybe one of these ladies to take the bait even further. I just feel like this would really hinder his job as a private marketing manager, Would you want to use this gentleman, knowing that if you pay him $27,527.72, he will likely get into strangers' DMs that DM him and spill everything? You guys see where I'm going, right? Like, that's weird. I'm not a private marketing manager, but all of that seems like, how am I able to close my mouth more than a private marketing manager? Wow, you guys, come on. But I mean, it's fun. It's a Thursday night, so this is fun. Okay, so I just took like an hour and 10-minute break. Big news, you guys, big news. So Kiki, talk of shame, Kiki Monique, who I love, she texted me, let's go on a live and talk about this whole Patrick thing, this guy that posted all this stuff. And so we went live and I was explaining it to her, because she's been on in like Johnny Depp, Amber Heard land for the last 6 weeks. And so then your moms are watching. The account that I was talking about earlier that posted the original DMs came on, and she was actually a really nice lady. I'd never met her. So it's always nice to put a face and a personality with an account. So that was nice. And I ended up feeling bad for her. I mean, listen, she admitted she wanted followers. She likes getting the new followers. She hopes they stay. That's good. But she was the one that DM'd him first. She didn't think he would respond, but he did. Then it was weird. She said he blocked her afterwards and then unblocked her 30 minutes ago. Now, even more information. I swear to God, I'm about to be done talking about this, but just to take you through this. He then says, like, he just keeps it going. He says in a story, isn't it a coincidence I'm being forced to provide this statement while the MTV Awards are taking place? Mind you, all the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast members are sitting at a table together. So he's still like putting that juice out there. And then he writes, and everyone that's hating on me, couldn't care less, by the way, can thank me for your Real Housewives of Beverly Hills storyline. Get a life, people, he writes. I agree. Get a life, man. I agree. Also, I could probably say that about you as well. It seems like you've really caused a lot of ruckus. And if you 1099 yourself, as you said you did, with Kathy, and she paid you $27,737.73, usually that means if you're 1099, you'd get played a flat rate. That sounds like taxes were already taken out. I don't know. This all seems like a bunch of lies, but Rinna kind of keeps going. Rinna says Patrick had her private number and Kathy had that private number. So Rinna is wanting to kind of keep this going too, which is just wild. I think at this point, this guy is what we call an unreliable narrator. He is just unreliable. And your moms are watching. If you're listening, this actually made me feel good talking to you, because I just get kind of bummed out when accounts post things that just don't add up, because the majority of people, like, I always use it as the explanation of Queens of Bravo. This actually involves the Aspen thing too, is that Queens of Bravo originally posted when they were in Aspen for that Aspen trip, which we're not going to even see on the show, you guys, until the last couple episodes of this season. Remember, he posted that it was like Erica and Dorit, or like Erica left the scene and there was a huge fight and da. And then he posted that, it got passed around. And then later it was found like, no, Erica didn't leave. She was just with like Dorit and somebody else at another place. Didn't leave. She was still there. But the thing is, his post saying the correction didn't get nearly as many views, likes, whatever you want to call it, as that initial post. So a lot of those people just thought that, no, this is what happened. Erica left, all of this, and I feel like that sometimes can be really dangerous, especially in what we do, because it is involved with so many rumors and so many mistruths and so many what happened here and what happened there. And you got to be careful about perpetuating false narratives. And I've been guilty of that myself. And listen, I'm not, you guys know, you listen, I'm not goody two shoes. I'm a sicko. I'm the bad boy of podcasting. Come on. I didn't even shower today again. Anyways, so I think that's it. I mean, Patrick's probably going to post a lot more stuff, and good on him. It's fun. He's doing what I think he wants some attention. I just think if you're using the excuse that he's using, it doesn't add up in the sense of just the PR thing. Okay. That's it. Let's cut to commercial. We're going to come right back. And finally, the Beverly Hills recap.